Hello, this is your paranormal archaeologist, Digital Archaeology, bringing you 10 more of the scariest encounters ever caught on camera. Let's have a look, shall we? In this first one, posted to the Paranormal Encounters section of Reddit, the OP states that himself, his mother, and younger sister recently moved into this house. It's an older style house in Easley, South Carolina. He says that there's also three hauntings in the house: a young child, an older woman, and a middle-aged man. He says that the young child and the woman generally don't cause much of a ruckus, but it's the middle-aged man that generally causes the most issues, which he believes he has captured here. Let's have a look. As you can see, there's clearly something there. There is much speculation in the comments section about this one, about whether or not it truly is a shadow person or simply pareidolia and a trick of the mind, given that how dark it is. But what do you think? As I can definitely clearly see something spooky there, but let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. And on to the next. In this next one, posted to the Paranormal Encounters section of Reddit, the OP states that this video was captured in Pakistan in 2020 on the 30th of December when the video seemingly captured this. What do you make of that? Is this another capture of the paranormal and the bike seemingly taking off from someone who just wants to recapture their glory days, but we can't see them? Or is this pareidolia and something much more explainable, such as perhaps the brake on the bike giving out, like some have speculated in the comments, or something else entirely? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one is a follow-up to a previous case I covered. The young man who was in his bathroom when he heard some weird stadium-like sounds of the window when he lives in the forest in Austria. He's seemingly posted this update where he's gone for a hike as he heard the sounds again several days later when he seemingly captured this.
Okay, so today I heard the I don't know, voices or the sounds too. Like the other day, it was for like an hour or something, and I'm walking now in the forest, and the weird thing. Oh, what the fuck? And the weird thing about forest, or about the noise, like when I got in the forest. No, it's okay. What the fuck? When I got in the forest, it stopped, and I think I heard something. Like when I before I recorded, there was just a weird sound. And that's because I recorded, or I started the recording. Sorry for my poor English. I'm not the best at speaking English. Ich spreche eigentlich Deutsch, lol. I think I heard something. Like it rained for like half of the day. Just because everything here sucks. What the Okay, no. I think it's time to go. Nope. It's very... Nope. I know I'm not like in a horror movie or something. I don't go to this fucking weird noise. When I hear it, I just go. I know it's time to go. Yes. When I don't post on Reddit anymore, you'll know that I died.
So what do you seemingly make of that, as clearly he's hiking through the woods and hearing some very peculiar sounds? It definitely sounds strange. I think there's almost like a singing or humming like sound to it. But let me know what you think of this one. Is it simply wind or tunnel from a train? As some have even speculated. But yeah, look, let me know in the comments and on to the next. In this next one, posted to the paranormal section of Reddit, the OP believes they've captured what they think is a ghost dog in their basement. They've said that they've gone down to that basement and lived in the house since they were a child, and so there's no way a dog could be in there, according to them. They've taken several pictures, as you can see. This one, where it's this right here, is what they believe they're seeing. They've circled it in this one, and then in this last one, sort of, I guess, drawn an outline of where they think the dog is located. Tongue, teeth, nose, eyes, and ears. I'm not too sure how you really can get that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Do you think you see a dog? I think this is a bit of a stretch. And pareidolia? The OP does state that they no longer go into the basement as they've had many experiences down there. But I mean, again, for me, I'm not really seeing a dog, simply just a brick wall. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments and on to the next. In this next one, posted to the paranormal section of Reddit, the OP states that this picture was taken in Istanbul, Turkey. He doesn't know what he's actually looking at, as it looks to me there's a door with clearly some sort of black mass on the door. Very, very creepy. Here he shows the camera where he took it from. So there's definitely, something there. It's definitely an original picture. Someone asked if the door had a hole in it. To me, that doesn't look like a door. Unfortunately, the OP hasn't added much other context about the location of where this was taken, so we don't know if this building is known for paranormal activity. But, you know, who's to say? Is this a hoax or maybe pareidolia? Something we can safely debunk this, or is this something very, very creepy and otherworldly? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments and on to the next. In this next one, posted to the paranormal section of Reddit, the OP states that this was taken on a doggy camera. She says that the camera normally picks up noise and movement, hence why it was triggered. She states that the only person home was her mother and dog, and that she was out for the night. It was on a Friday night leading into Saturday morning. She says that the entire house was locked up tight when her mother was seemingly sitting on the couch, completely unaware of what was being captured on the camera. As we can see, there is a mysterious black figure. Some people have even commented that they can actually see a face, which you kind of can right here. You can make out a nose and mouth. The OP, obviously, when reviewing the footage, was rightly scared and creeped out. Let me know how you feel about this one, and if you see a face and what you think this could be. Let me know in the comments, and on to the next. In this next series of photos I have for you, the OP has posted these to the paranormal section of Reddit. She states that her uncle was working on this apartment, getting it ready for sale, as he's been fixing it up, when he was taking these photos and seemingly captured this individual in these next couple of photos. There's only one problem. This individual is their grandfather, so her uncle and father's dad, who seemingly passed away a year ago. And the other thing that also makes this peculiar is that the grandfather in the photo seems to appear about 15 years younger, as she says in one of her comments that for the last 10 years of his life, he was seemingly immobile with an oxygen tank, and apparently to get up into this apartment, there are stairs that he would not have been able to climb. So here is the first image. As you can see, there's definitely someone standing there and nothing. And then here he is seemingly bending over to check out the bookcase. Now, if this is real, this is a very, very good capture of the paranormal. I have to say, I'm wildly impressed with these, if this is real. Then there's this one where the father, I guess, is, going to give a bit of a tale, which he does. Your uncle took these photos last week at an apartment he is repairing. He lived in it a couple of years ago. He was alone when he took the photos. No, you're joking? No, Dad, WTF. I knew right away, Dad, this is insane. And he's not tech savvy, and he would not mess around. This is so crazy. The weird thing is, I knew it was him, but I was confused because it was him like 20 years ago. There you have it, folks. So, what do you make of this one? As people in the comments are sharing similar stories to the OPs, I know this is very creepy and also a very cool find to show that the grandfather is still checking up on his family. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this next video, originally posted to the High Strangeness subreddit, the OP states that he caught what he thinks are three dots floating through the area in San Francisco. Let's have a look.
So there's a third dot forming a triangle that just went behind the clouds. You can sort of see one dot right there.
What do you make of that? As the OP does state in one of his comments that this was during the APEC summit, so he thinks it could potentially have been some sort of military aircraft related to the heightened security of the time at the time. But let me know what you think of this. Is this a UFO of some kind, or simply, military aircraft patrolling the area? Let me know in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, originally posted to the cryptids section of Reddit, the OP states this was originally captured in 2022 in West Virginia in the middle of the night. She says she has no idea what this sound could be. Let's have a listen. Do you seemingly make of that sound? Some in the comments have said that they think it's maybe foxes. Others don't know what to make of it. The OP said that she took that answer to her husband, and her husband jokingly said, "Yeah, if you turn the reverb up to 20." I think there's also a loud scream. So who's to know what is actually going on in the middle of the night in the forest near their house? Let me know how you feel about those sounds in the comments, and on to the next. This last one posted to TikTok in 2022. The OP recording the video seemingly captured what he thought was a ghost child on the highway. Let's have a look. Do you seemingly make of that, as there's clearly something in the road? Is it, do you think it's a ghost child, or do you think it's maybe a bag and something more explainable? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. Until next time, Neutral Archaeology. For more spooky videos, watch this next video.